my name is Cameron and welcome back to my channel, Which Way to Wicked, where we talk about all things love, light, and especially tarot. So guys, today we are going to be finding out what channeled messages does your boss want to send your way. So if you are wondering what is currently on your boss's mind about you, what they want to tell you, then this is going to be the perfect reading for you today. So if you are as excited as I am to hear all about your work-related tea, then this is going to be the reading for you today. So let's go ahead and take a look at your group picks. So for group number 1, we have this pumpkin spice latte candle. For group number 2, we have this yummy lavender marshmallow candle, which basically just smells like a lavender did I say lavender marshmallow? It smells like a lavender latte. It's amazing. And then last but not least, for group number 3, we have this wildberry and oob candle. I don't know if it's pronounced oob or oob. I'm not sure. It's a mystery. But anyways, you guys, I want you to go ahead and take a very big deep breath in. And now I want you to please let it out. And now I want you to close your eyes. And as you close your eyes, I want you to think about your boss, and I want you to think about what channeled messages that they currently want to send your way. What do they want to tell you? What is on their mind? And now whenever you feel ready, please open your eyes, and whichever candle your eyes lands on first, then that, my dear, is going to be the reading for you today. Now, if you feel called to more than one candle here, then definitely feel free to check out those extra messages as well. And as always, I will have the timestamps listed down in the description box below. So, without further ado, let's go ahead and get into your reading today, friends. Hello, group 1! So, if you chose this super yummy pumpkin spice latte candle today, then hey, hello, how are you? And welcome to this fabulous side of TarotTube. I'm gonna go ahead and just place this off to the side like so, and let's start shuffling through your tarot cards. So we are trying to find out what is it that your boss wants to say to you. What channeled messages do they want to send your way? So can we get some channeled messages from group 1's boss spirit? Can we get some channeled messages, please, from group 1's boss? Okay, can we get some channeled messages, spirit? Ooh, oh my goodness, that card literally fell. Let me grab that. Oh my goodness. Okay, let's continue on, shall we? Can we get some messages, please, for group 1? What does their boss want to send their way? You know, I'm kind of getting this idea that there is a lot that your boss wants to say to you, but it's almost like they're afraid to tell you these things. It's almost like they're always, I honestly feel like they might get to the brink of almost telling you something, but then they pull back right away. They get scared and they run off, or maybe they compose an email or a message on their phone that they want to send to you, but they chicken out and they decide not to send it to you. The reason why I'm saying that is because this card, it came out, but it fell down. It's like it wanted to come out so much. It wanted me to flip it over, but the card literally fell off the table. And so it's almost like it was too scared for me to look at that message. Does that make sense? So I feel like that is kind of just representing some of the things that your boss, just like the overall energy that your boss is having. So yeah, there's definitely something your boss wants to tell you for sure, but they're afraid to really tell you. Okay, so let's find out what those messages are, shall we? So we have the Wheel of Fortune coming through. We have the Two of Fire. Interesting. And then we have the Page of Earth. So, first of all, also for the back of the deck energy, we have the Judgment card coming through. I want to go ahead and clarify this Two of Fire card coming through, because a lot of the times when we have the Two of Fire making an appearance, this does talk about having two choices, two decisions to make. But in this case, I'm kind of thinking that your boss might have, they might be struggling over what they should say to you. Maybe they have two different things that they want to say to you, and they're trying to decide what exactly it should be that they tell you. So let me see. Can you clarify this Two of Fire, please, Spirit? What is it that Group 1's boss wants to say to them? Can we get some messages, please? What are they trying to choose over? What do they want to say to them? Can we get a couple messages, please? Okay. That's interesting. Let's get one more card. Okay. Yeah. Oh my goodness. Okay, it's exactly what I was thinking. So first of all, for the back of the deck energy, we have the Lovers card coming through, and this does represent the gorgeous Gemini energy. So you could be a Gemini, your boss could be a Gemini. I'm also seeing some Aries energy here, and I'm also getting some Virgo energy as well. So you or your boss could be one of those signs. But anytime the Lovers card comes through, this does talk about relationships. This talks about romantic feelings, things like that. And so I definitely think that the thing that your boss wants to tell you does involve romance. It involves romantic feelings. I'm picking up right away on the fact that your boss, I'm pretty sure that they have a crush on you. But at the end of the day, what is keeping them back is the fact that they are your boss, and they're literally working with you, and they might be afraid of sullying y'all's work relationship by involving romantic feelings. So that is definitely like the biggest message that is coming through here. And it's interesting because for the back of the deck energy, we also had the Judgment card coming through, like I said before. And so whenever I see Judgment, this just makes me think of someone passing harsh judgment. And so I'm honestly getting this idea that your boss is afraid that if they were to just go out there and tell you their feelings for you, that you might judge them. They might be afraid that you might see them in a bad light, because obviously they're your boss. And so they're afraid that you might think that they're icky for having more than just boss-like feelings for you, okay? More than professional feelings for you. And so that's definitely something that they are always thinking about. Another message that could be coming through is that they might be afraid of getting judged by their peers as well. Maybe they're afraid of even losing their job, because whenever I pulled the Two of Fire and I pulled the other two cards to represent what it is that they're struggling over, we had the Page of Water. And the Page of Water literally talks about wanting to have a relationship, wanting to reach out to someone and talk about their feelings. Whenever we have any type of water energy coming through, that talks about feelings. And so they are struggling over wanting to tell you their feelings. But then we have the Council of Monarchs coming through. And whenever we see the Council of Monarchs, this makes me think about a group of peers, a group of higher ups, of higher authorities. And so I'm just getting this idea that your boss, they're afraid that if they were to tell you their feelings for you, and you guys start like to date or something, they're afraid of what their peers would think of them. They're afraid of maybe even losing their job from the people who are in higher positions than them. They're afraid of the repercussions that could follow this decision. And so we also have the Wheel of Fortune coming through, and that talks about feeling very, very lucky. It talks about the wheels of your fortune just really turning for the better. And so there is this idea here that your boss wants to tell you that from the moment that you started working for them, from the moment that they met you, their luck just completely shifted, and they are just so happy that they got to meet you, that they get to work with you every day. But what's also interesting is that whereas the wheel of fortune can change for the better, it can also sometimes change for the worse. And so I think that this at the same time is representing how they're afraid that even though they feel very lucky to know you, to have met you, they're afraid that if they were to come out and just tell you what they're thinking, tell you how they're feeling for you, that their wheel of fortune will start to shift and they will get some negative outcomes that follow whenever they open up to you. And so what negative things could happen? Like I was saying, they could tell you that they like you and then you could shut them off or say that they're gross. Maybe they're afraid that you might report them for like sexual assault or something like that. Or maybe they're afraid that you might like them a lot and you guys might start dating, and then again there might be some repercussions that follow and they might end up losing their job for mixing business with pleasure when it comes to you. And so it's almost like your boss just feels like they are stuck between a rock and a hard place. They feel like there is not really any good things that could follow them telling you how they feel about you. Like, yes, you could end up liking them and they could end up start dating you, and they would definitely enjoy that, but at the same time, this is their livelihood that we're talking about. This is their job, and obviously your boss has made a name for themselves within this company because they are your boss, and so they are afraid of losing that stability, of losing that security, and maybe even losing their job if you guys were to start dating and the people who are higher up than them find out and don't like what they found out about that, right? And so at the end of the day, we have the Page of Earth coming through, and this just makes me think about trying to be professional, trying to just keep up the act of being someone that doesn't have feelings other than professional ones for you. And so at the end of the day, what your boss truly wants to tell you is that, yes, from the moment that you walked into their lives, from the moment that you started working with them, they felt so lucky. They feel so lucky to be able to talk to you every single day. You are a blessing. They also want to tell you their feelings for you, but on the other hand, they are afraid of what could happen. And so I do think that right now they are just deciding to remain close-lipped, because they do just feel kind of stuck. They don't know what to do. And at the end of the day, they just want you to know that even though they have these feelings for you, they are just going to try to keep them locked up in a very deep place within their hearts. They're going to try to ignore those feelings for you and remain very professional. Okay, so that is what I'm seeing so far. Let's go ahead and move these cards up, and let's take a look at your oracle messages. Okay, so Spirit, for group 1, can we get some messages, please? For group 1, can we get some messages, please? Let's grab that one. That one just seemed like it was wanting to come out. For group 1, can we get some channeled messages from their boss? What do they want to tell them, Spirit? For group 1, what does their boss want to tell them? Let's get some messages. By the way, I do have to go ahead and just plug in my channel really quick. If you do happen to like this reading, if you like my vibe, then please make sure to give this video a really big like and to maybe consider subscribing, because I post videos like this all the time, and if you do like my energy, I'm sure you'll like it. I'm sure you'll like my energy in all the other videos as well, right? But anyways, let's see what messages are wanting to come out. Yeah, that makes so much sense. we have the Goddess card coming through, and that says the feminine expressed through wisdom, nature, life, and sensuality. And then the shadow attribute here at the bottom, it says exploitation of the female, nature, and form. Okay, that makes so much sense. So I definitely think that they want you to know, your boss wants you to know that you are like a goddess to them. You are so beautiful. You are so sexy and sensual. Every time they see you, you're like Aphrodite, babe, okay? But again, they're afraid that if they were to compliment you, or if they were to let their feelings known for you, if they were to tell you that they like you and tell you how beautiful you are, they're afraid that you would see them in a negative light, that you would feel like you are being exploited, and they're afraid that you might end up like reporting them and saying that, like telling HR what they're saying to you. So there is that aspect that is definitely coming through here. We have protection coming through, and guys, literally, wasn't I telling you that they're trying to hide their feelings so much right now, like so deep inside themselves? And I love how you can see that there's like a lock, and it looks like it's shaped as a heart. And I feel like at the end of the day, they just want you to know that they're trying to protect themselves. They're trying to protect their reputation. They're trying to protect their job, their security, and they're just trying to protect themselves, like their hearts, right? They're afraid that if they were to tell you that they like you, that you would reject them, and they're also afraid of getting fired by their bosses if you were to like them. So there's just no good, like really no good thing for them coming out of the situation. Even though they could win you over, they could also end up losing their jobs. And so they just feel very stuck. They don't know what to do. And at the end of the day, they're just going into this protection mode, and they're just keeping their feelings to themselves, and they are just trying to protect themselves, right? And then at the end of the day, we have something wild coming through, and I just think that is also representing their feelings. Their feelings are very, very wild, and even though they're trying to tame it back, even though they're trying to keep their feelings covered up and hidden within themselves, at the end of the day, they really like you, and they do have some really deep feelings for you, and they don't know if they're gonna be able to keep pushing it back in that deep, dark cave of theirs. They feel like it might end up just surging out, and they are afraid that they might end up just breaking their silence and telling you that they like you out of nowhere, right? Telling you how into you they are, because they are just that into you that they won't be able to keep it back for much longer. So yeah, there is this energy here that they are afraid that they're going to end up getting loose-lipped, and they're going to tell you how they feel about you. So yeah, at the end of the day, that is what I'm seeing for you. I hope that you have enjoyed this reading, and if you did, then please make sure to give me a really big like and to subscribe to my channel, because I post new videos every Monday and every Friday, and I would love to have you stop by this side of TerraTube again sometime, okay? So I love you all so much, and I hope that you have a beautiful, beautiful rest of your day, friends. Mwah. Bye, guys. Hello, group 2. So if you chose this delicious smelling lavender marshmallow candle today, then hey, hello, my little marshmallow babes, and welcome to your reading today. So I'm going to go ahead and just place this off to the side like so, and let's start shuffling through your tarot cards today, because you guys, I'm so excited to find out what your boss wants to tell you. So Spirit, can we get some channel messages please for group 2 from their boss? What do they want to tell them? By the way, I do have to say thank you for deciding to stop by my channel today and hanging out with me. I love being able to make videos like this for you guys, and if you do happen to like this reading today, then maybe give this video a really big like, because that really helps, and maybe consider subscribing as well, because I would love to have you join this side of TerraTube. It is the most fabulous side of TerraTube, if I do say so myself, but I might be a bit biased. But anyways, let's see what your boss wants to tell you. Ooh, already we have some interesting messages coming through. and we'll get into that shortly. Spirit, can we get some messages, please? What else wants to come through? Can we get some channeled messages from Group 2's boss? Okay. There we go. That card was looking at me right in the face. So let's get one final message. Spirit, one final message, please. What does Group 2's boss want to tell them? Group 2's boss. Group 2's boss. There we go. Okay. This is interesting. This is interesting and beautiful at the same time. I don't know if you're related to your boss at all, or if you've known your boss before they became your boss. For some of you guys, this might be someone who you have known for a very long time. But if that's not the case, then I just feel like you guys have this type of connection where it feels timeless. And I do feel like you have quite a maternal or like motherly type of bond with them. And so even if your boss is a man, it doesn't matter if they're a man or a woman, or if they categorize themselves as they, them. I feel like they have a very like motherly type of energy, and I feel like they have quite a maternal instinct when it comes to you. So yeah, I just feel like this person, your boss, feels more like a parent to you than an actual authority figure, or excuse me, than an actual boss, okay? So let's go ahead and just talk about these cards. We have the 4 of Earth coming through. We also have the 5 of Water, the 10 of Earth, and we have the Knight of Water. I do think I'm going to go ahead and just move this up a bit. Okay, so first of all, your boss wants you to know that they will do absolutely anything for you to protect you and to make you feel good and safe and secure. The reason why I'm saying that is because with the 5 of Water, you can see that this girl here, this mermaid, this beautiful mermaid, she looks like she's upset, right? She is covering her face. She is sad about something. But then if you look in the background, there's an angel right there. This beautiful angel who is trying to hand this girl a cup, and I feel like you are being represented here as the person who's upset, and the angel in the background is representing your boss. And so this is just giving me the idea that your boss wants to tell you that they cannot stand to see you upset. Whenever you are sad, whenever you are crying, or if you just have a frown on your face, like they hate that. They will do anything to try to brighten your spirits, to try to make you feel good. So I don't know if your boss has ever like gotten you like a cup of coffee whenever you were crying. Maybe they went to your favorite coffee shop and got you your favorite cup of hot chocolate or your favorite cup of coffee to try to make you feel better. Or maybe they just gone up to you whenever you looked like you were bummed out and just said like, hey, you're doing a good job. I hope you know that. Like, you're working really hard, and I see that. And so I just think that at the end of the day, your boss wants you to know that whenever they see you sad, that breaks their heart. And they want you to know that they will always go out of their way to try to bring that frown and turn it into a smile. They want to make you happy. And I just feel like, again, that they have this like deep maternal instinct when it comes to you. I don't know if maybe you remind them of a child of theirs, or maybe you remind them of like a younger sibling of theirs or something like that. But they want to protect you. They want to take care of you. And they just want to, again, make sure that you have everything that you need to have to be happy. And I think another thing that your boss wants to tell you is that I feel like for some of you guys, this may not resonate for everyone, so just take this with a grain of salt, but there is this energy where they feel like they're your mentor, and there's this energy where they may be thinking about wanting to promote you one day. They may be thinking about how they want to mold you to almost be like them, so that one day maybe you can take over a higher position that they have for you. So yeah, there is this energy here where they might want you to know that they are planning for you to receive some type of promotion, to receive some type of higher position, and how they just right now want to be your mentor. They want to teach you all the ropes and just make sure that you are in a place where you will be ready and more than prepared to receive all of the abundance that they feel like you deserve to have. So that is definitely one of the messages that is coming through. I'm also getting this idea that your boss may want to feed you a lot. I feel like they want to feed you a lot and just, again, make sure that you're nourished, that you're taken care of. Again, there's so many themes of just protection, of wanting to keep you safe here that I'm getting from your boss, and I just feel like they want to feed you a lot. So I don't know if your boss like invites you out a lot for work lunches, or maybe they bring you a I don't know, like a breakfast croissant in the morning, or they might try to give you snacks or something like that. But I do, again, keep on getting this idea that they want to feed you a lot. That's definitely something that is coming through here. That's definitely something that they want you to know. And then last but not least, we have the Knight of Water. And this is just making me feel as though this is how they see you. They see you as someone who is young, because whenever we have a knight here, that usually talks about someone who is on the younger side. And I think that they see you as someone who has so many gifts. You have so many things that you are going to be able to accomplish. And so I think that they would want you to know in this channeled message that they see the absolute best in you. They see how much potential you have to do so many incredible things, and they just want to be able to harness that potential. They want to take you as you are, like a seed, and plant it so that you can eventually grow and become this beautiful, beautiful flower, and just be able to receive all of the abundance that you deserve to have, right? So that's kind of like what I'm seeing so far. That's what I'm seeing so far. Let's move these cards up and let's take a look at your oracle messages, okay? But yeah, I'm just getting the strongest like parent vibes from this reading today. It's crazy. Let's see what else wants to come through here for group 2. For group 2, what does group 2's boss want to tell them? Can we get some channeled messages from group 2's boss, spirit? Some channeled messages. Okay. That's funny. Okay. So we have child nature coming through, and it says friendships with animals, communication with nature spirits, and then we have the shadow attribute, a tendency to abuse animals, people, and the environment. We have reflection, and we also have when fairies go bad. That's kind of interesting. So again, whenever I see when fairies go bad, it makes me think about bad children, right? Like children being bad. And it makes me think about like just getting like a slap on the wrist. And like it makes me think about a mom giving their child a slap on the wrist, telling them like, yeah, you need to stop doing that, son, okay? Or you need to stop doing that, daughter. And so yeah, I just feel like your person, your boss, again, they see you as their child, and I think that they want you to know that they want what is best for you, but they also want you to know that if you are bad, if you do something bad at the job, they are going to punish you, but I don't think that it's going to be to like an extreme extent. I think they might just give you a tongue lashing, or they might give you like a slap on the wrist. I just think at the end of the day, they would never fire you unless you did something just heinously wrong. But even then, I feel like they would still try to help save your job for you, because again, it's almost like, it's like they see themselves in you. That's kind of what I'm getting here. They kind of see themselves in you, and that is why they see you almost as though you are like a child, right? They see you as like a child version of themselves. And so again, that makes me think about how, since they see themselves in you, it just makes me think about a person who ends up having a child, and that child looks just like them. It is just a younger version of them. So again, they just have these maternal instincts over you. They feel like they're your mother. And so at the end of the day, they could never truly hurt you. They could never truly, I don't know, just fire you and do something like that unless they just had no choice, right? And so at the end of the day, that's definitely something that is coming through here. And I am also getting the idea that you might be someone who has an interesting connection to nature. You might have an interesting connection with animals, and if you do, then that's definitely something that your person, your boss, admires about you. They find your relationship with animals to be really cute and really sweet, and yeah, they just like that. They find that to be very, very unique. I think I want to go ahead and just further clarify what this reflection card is representing. Spirit, will you clarify this reflection card? What does Group 2's boss want to tell them? Okay, that's beautiful. Another message that is coming through here is that whenever you are sad, whenever you are heartbroken here, because the 3 of air for the back of the deck energy talks about heartbreak, they want to show you a mirror and show you how strong you are, because we also have the 7 of fire coming through, and the 7 of fire talks about going through really tough times, going through really hard breaks, and being someone who is so strong, being someone who is a fighter, who is able to fight past their demons and get through those challenges stronger and better than before. And so at the end of the day, another message again that is coming through here is that your boss, they just see so much endless potential. They see how talented you are. They see how strong you are, how incredible you are, and they want you to know that if you are ever upset, if you are ever sad over something, ever heartbroken, right, they want to just put a mirror up and let you see yourself, and they hope that you will be able to see just how strong you are in their eyes, right? They want to just help you open your eyes and see just how amazing you are. And I think that that is so beautiful. And at the end of the day, I think I want to clarify this other card, when fairies go bad. Will you clarify this for me, Spirit? What is Group 2's boss trying to tell them? Can we get some channeled messages here for when fairies go bad? Will you clarify this? Yeah. That is so funny. We have the Elder of Water coming through, and literally with the Elder of Water and the Knight of Water coming through earlier, I was telling you how they saw you as the Knight of Water. And then with the Elder of Water, this just makes me think about like an older version of the Knight of Water. This makes me think about like a mother and their child. And so at the end of the day, your boss wants you to know that when you're bad, they're going to discipline you. They're going to let you know what you did wrong, and they'll give you a slap on the back or a slap on the wrist or whatever. But their judgment is not going to be too harsh. everything they do, everything they say to you is going to come from a place of love. They want you to be able to become the best version of yourself. And for the back of the deck energy, we have the Death card, and the Death card talks about transformation. And so I just think that your boss wants you to transform and just be the person you are meant to be, the person who they know that you can be. And so anytime you do something bad, anytime you mess up or make a mistake, they'll pull you aside and talk to you. And I feel like they will be stern. They're not going to go super easy on you, but everything that they say to you is going to come from a place of love, and it's going to come from a place of just deep feelings. They have very deep feelings for you, but not romantic feelings. These feelings are maternal in its origins, okay? Again, they just want you to be the person who they know you can be. So, yeah. Anyways, you guys, that's what I'm seeing for you today. I hope that you have enjoyed this reading, and if you did, then please make sure to give me a really big like and to subscribe to my channel, because I post new videos every Monday and every Friday, and I would love to have you stop by this side of TarotTube again sometime, okay? So I love you all so much, and I hope that you have an incredible rest of your day, friends. Mwah. Bye, guys. Hello, group 3. So if you felt called to this WILDBERRY and Oob candle today, then hey, hello, how are you? And welcome to the most fabulous side of TarotTube. So I'm going to go ahead and just place this off. Smells so good. I'm going to place this off to the side, okay? But let's take a look at your tarot cards, okay? So for group 3, Spirit, can we get some messages, please, for group 3? What does their boss want to tell them? Can we get some channeled messages from their lovely boss, please? Let's get some channeled messages. Can we get some messages, please, for group 3? What does their boss want to tell them? By the way, I do have to go ahead and just plug in my channel right quick. If you do happen to like this reading today, if you find it to be very insightful, then please make sure to give me a really big like on this video, because that would really help me and just make me really happy. Also, if you want to subscribe, then do that. What are you waiting for? I would love to have you hang out with me again sometime. But anyways, let's go ahead and start chit-chatting about what your boss wants to tell you. So first of all, for the back of the deck energy, we have the 3 of Water coming through, which is a fun card. We also have the Ace of Earth. We have the 9 of Fire. And last but not least, we have the Queen of Fire. Okay, you guys, so with the Queen of Fire coming through, that does make me think about that beautiful, spicy, fiery energy. So you could be a fire sign, or your boss could be a fire sign, Sun, Moon, Rising, or in Venus. And so I am talking about Aries, Sagittarius, Leo, okay? But what does your boss want to tell you, group 3? What do they want to tell you? So first of all, they want you to know that they see so much potential in you. They see you as someone who has the potential to go really far within this career, within this field. Now, if you are working at the Pizza Hut right now, or you're working at the grocery store and this is just like a temporary job, that is completely fine. I think that they, at the end of the day, they see you as someone who is very ambitious. If you wanted to one day become like the manager or the freaking CEO of that grocery store or that Pizza Hut, then they could definitely see that happening. But at the end of the day, if this is just like a temporary job, then again, they just see you as someone who just has so much ambition. You have such a strong work ethic that you can do absolutely anything. And they feel like even though you're working at Pizza Hut right now, or even though you're working at the grocery store or wherever it is you're at, they think that one day you will freaking rule over the world. Okay, you are going to go so far, babe, and you are going to really just amount to so much. You're going to make a name for yourself. And so that is definitely one of the first things that your boss wants to tell you, is that, again, they just see you as a boss freaking babe, and no matter where you end up going, you are going to go so far because you have a strong work ethic, you're very determined, you're very ambitious, you always get the job done, and again, they just see all that beautiful, beautiful, vivacious potential and energy coming from you in droves, okay? The second thing that they want to tell you with the 9 of fire is that you are someone who, even under pressure, you always work so freaking well. You are someone who is almost like a diamond, right? You can't get a diamond unless you pressurize it or whatnot, right? You can't get a diamond unless you like drill through everything that needs to be drilled, and there comes a diamond. I hope I'm explaining this right. I don't know. I might be explaining it wrong. But let's talk about like creating a ring, right? Creating a wedding ring. So a blacksmith, in order to get that beautiful wedding ring, it has to be like made out of the fire, out of the flames. It has to be pressurized by that so that it can become this beautiful, gorgeous thing. And so I just think that you are like that. Even whenever you are under pressure, even whenever you are under fire, you always perform so well. You always just end up just doing so freaking well, just doing so freaking great. I'm sorry, you guys, I am not talking that well. I'm not talking that well right now, but at the end of the day, my point that I'm trying to get across is that your boss, they see you as someone who performs really well under pressure. They see you as someone who works even better whenever you have all eyes on you, and they're just very proud of you. They're very, very proud of you. And at the end of the day, we have the Queen of Fire coming through. And the Queen of Fire, this just talks about, again, another boss freaking babe. Usually the Queen of Fire is someone who is very vivacious. They are very friendly and even very popular as well. And so I think that you are very popular with your coworkers, with your peers. I think that you are someone who makes friends really easily, and you're on top of that, you're very warm to other people as well. So let's say that you work in customer service. I think that you are someone who outperforms everyone when it comes to the customer service that you deliver, because you are just so kind to people. You're so warm, and people can't help but love you. And so that's definitely something that your boss really appreciates about you. They love your personality. And beyond that, I think that you are able to get along with your coworkers so freaking fabulously. And I think that anytime you are in the office or wherever it is you work, whether it be Pizza Hut, the grocery store, or some like amazing office building or something, whenever you walk into the room, people instantly are happier. You just make the whole atmosphere change for the better. And so with the 3 of water coming through for the back of the deck energy, this just talks about having a good time. This talks about being with your friends, with your family members, and just, you know, relaxing, chilling, and hanging out. And so I think that is just representing how your coworkers feel around you. That is representing how your boss feels whenever they are around you. And so your boss just wants you to know that they really appreciate how you are able to make everyone happy, how you are always able to bring such a cheerful vibe to the room. And they also appreciate your customer service skills as well. That is just something that is really amazing, and they're just really proud of you. Now, let's go ahead and take a look at your oracle messages, okay? Let's take a look at your oracle messages. What does your boss want to tell you? Let's get some channeled messages, okay? Spirit, can we get some extra messages for group 3? Can we get some channeled messages for group 3? What does their boss want to tell them for group 3? There we go. What does their boss want to tell them? Can we get some final messages, please? Okay, we have 2 extra cards coming through. Okay. Wow, this is absolutely beautiful. So, first of all, you guys, we have victim coming through, and for the light attribute it says prevents you from letting yourself be victimized or victimizing others. And then for the shadow attributes it says playing the victim for positive feedback in the form of pity, inability to maintain personal boundaries. We have cleanse, the human myth, and then the magic fish. So first of all, the magic fish, this talks about someone who is very optimistic. This talks about someone who is able to see the magic in the world and the magic in others as well. And so I think that the first thing that is coming through is that your boss wants you to know that they just love your positive perspective on life. They find that to be absolutely charming, absolutely amazing. Now, I am getting a couple different messages here from the victim and cleanse card coming through. The first message that I'm seeing is the fact that your boss loves how you are able to take people who are very upset and you are able to help cleanse them of these negative emotions and make them feel better. So for instance, if you ever walk into a room, if you ever walk into the office and one of your coworkers is upset or is going through a harder time, you will be the one that goes up to them, and your warmth, your love just radiates out from you, and you are able to make them feel so much better just like that, just by talking to you. And so that's definitely something that your boss wants to thank you for. They love how you are able to do that and just make everyone, again, just feel so much happier within their own selves. Now, another message that is coming through here is that if you have ever been victimized, if you have ever been hurt, or if someone has mistreated you in the office, I feel like you are someone who is able to overcome any type of feelings of negativity. And I'm also getting the idea that you are someone who is able to forgive quite easily. Even if the other people don't deserve it, you will forgive them. And I just think that at the end of the day, your boss, they find that forgiveness to be so awe-inspiring, because it's hard to forgive people, it's especially hard to forgive people who don't deserve it, right? Who don't deserve your forgiveness. And yet I feel like you have this amazing ability to do that, and your boss just finds that to be absolutely inspiring and absolutely beautiful, and that's definitely something that they find to be amazing as well. Now, with the human myth coming through, I think that this is just talking about how your boss looks at you and they see you as someone who, even though you're only human, you are just amazing. You are the best of people. You are the best of humanity. And so your boss just wants you to know that they are so proud to have you as their coworker. They are so proud to be your boss, and they just see you as someone who is not just an excellent worker, but you are an excellent just person in general. So yeah, you guys, that is what I'm seeing for you today. I hope that you've enjoyed this reading, and if you did, then please make sure to give me a really big like and to subscribe to my channel, because I post new videos every Monday and every Friday, and I would love to have you stop by this side of TerraTube again sometime, okay? So I love y'all all so much, and I hope that you have a fabulous rest of your day, friends. Mwah. Bye, guys.